Today I'm going to show you how you can upgrade your Ignition Coin wallet from 1.0.0.3 to the newly released version 1.1 on macOS. Before I get into this though, I just want to give a huge shout out to Technium and the entire dev team for making 1.1 possible and getting us one step closer to a better ecosystem. If you see them in Discord, just tell them thank you, maybe give them a tip, but thank you guys so much, very appreciated. All right. So now that we have the Ignition Coin wallet open on macOS, we just want to check the version and make sure we're on 1.0.0.3. So to check this, go to Ignition Qt and go to About Ignition Qt. And you should see the version 1.0.0.3, which is the correct version. The next step, what we want to do is back up the Ignition Coin wallet data files. This includes all your wallet data and your configurations for masternode and just the wallet configuration. To easily do this, just go to Settings and go to Show Auto Backups. Now, if your view does not look like this and looks more like this, just like a blank folder, or maybe there's like a wallet dat in here with a timestamp, that's fine. Just switch to Tree View, and then you'll see the whole data folder here. So the files that we want to back up are wallet.dat, masternode.conf if it's there, and ignition.conf if it's there. Don't worry if you don't have masternode.conf, that's fine. But since we have it here, I'm just going to go ahead and copy that over since that holds my masternode configuration. All right, so we'll go ahead and right click this, and then we'll go ahead and do copy. And then on the desktop, we'll create a new folder, and we'll just call it Ignition Backup. And we'll go ahead and just paste those items in so that we have a backup. The next step is to just close your wallet because what we want to do is delete the Ignition data folder, and we cannot do that with the Ignition wallet open. So we'll just go ahead and shut this down. And then with the Ignition data folder still open, we'll just go ahead and drag this to the trash to delete it. All right, now that that's done, we'll go ahead and download the newly released wallet 1.1. To do that, just go to ignitioncoin.org, click on Get the IC Wallet, which will bring you to our GitHub, and then find the ignitionqt.dmg for macOS. Since I already have this downloaded, I'm just going to go ahead and find it in my downloads and run it. Okay, once the application has mounted, we'll go ahead and just drag the Ignition Qt into our applications folder and then replace the existing one that we have on the system. Next, to open this up, it's good to kind of just go to the applications folder and then just right click on the Ignition Qt to run it, or else you might get a warning if you try running it exactly from the applications folder on the bar here. So we'll find Ignition Qt, right click it, and then just hit open, and then hit open again. All right, so 1.1 has been installed, and you can check by going to Ignition Qt and go to About Ignition Qt, and you'll see that 1.1 is now installed, where we did have 1.0.0.3. So I'm going to let this sync up because the next step requires the 1.1 to be fully synced up, and this is going to take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and come back and finish it out. Okay, now that the wallet has done syncing and we're on Ignition Coin 1.1, what we want to do is, like the first step, go to Settings and go to Show Auto Backups. This is going to bring you to the Backups folder in Finder. And then the best way to get to the Ignition Coin data directory is just to show the Finder as columns. So right here, we're in the Ignition folder right here. So before we copy over our backups, what we want to do is just shut down the wallet by going to Ignition Qt and then just do Quit Ignition Qt. Now what this is going to do is go ahead and copy your wallet.dat, your masternode.conf if you have it, and ignition.conf, which is your Ignition Coin wallet settings. So if you notice in the beginning, you'll notice that I did have a balance on my Ignition Coin wallet 1.0.0.3, but in 1.1 I had zero balance at all. So we're gonna go ahead and get that balance back, get my Ignition Coin back by restoring those files. So we're in the Ignition Coin data directory. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the Ignition backup. And then we're gonna take these files that we copied over earlier. And then we're gonna go ahead and just paste these right in and overwrite the existing ones. Okay, now that that's all set, we can go ahead and launch Ignition Coin again. And you'll see my balance is back from earlier, and we are still on Ignition Coin 1.1. So that's all set. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask us. We mostly operate in Discord, so you can visit us at discord.io/ignition. And if you have any other questions, just let us know. But that's it. Thank you.